You'll shoot your eye out, kid.
You'll shoot your eye out.
Ho, ho, ho.
All right, well, it's about 7 o'clock in the morning, Monday morning, surgery day. And we're just starting out on our way to the Columbia Eye Clinic so I can get that cataract surgery. And today, the wifey is driving because I won't be able to drive after the surgery. So, say hello to YouTube, wifey.
Hi.
She doesn't like being on camera.
I wish you hadn't done that.
But I will give you an update a little later when I have something to update. Okay, it's about 9:45. The surgery is over and we're headed home. First we're going to stop at IHOP so I can get something to eat. And then once I get home, I'll give you an update on exactly how things went. Until then, see ya. It's a little after 2 in the afternoon now, and as you can see, I'm back home. Right now, I'm a little bit tired, a little bit sleepy from the residual effects of the sedative that they give you. And my left eye is pretty blurry and sensitive to the light, and also kind of watery and a little irritated, which is to be expected. The surgery went just fine, the way it was supposed to, real smooth. The way it worked was I got to the clinic, the surgery center, at 7:40 a.m. this morning. Get in there, sign a few papers. Had to pay my $460 copay, which, believe me, was a lot more painful than the surgery. Okay, about 8 o'clock, they took me in the back to the recovery and preparation room, and they had me sign a few more papers. They ask you a whole bunch of questions, and the one question that they will ask you repeatedly is which eye you're having worked on that day. And everybody that you meet will ask you that same question multiple times, and this is so that they don't make a mistake and work on the wrong eye. So I got no problem with that. So after that, they go ahead and they put an IV in your hand. They take your blood pressure, they take your heart rate, your temperature. They have you lay down on the gurney thing, and they wrap you up in a blanket. They then they give you several eye drops, and then while that's all happening, the anesthesiologist guy will come in and he asks you a bunch of questions and asks you which eye is being done. And then he tells you, what he's going to be doing. And they'll give you a sedative to help, just to help you calm down and feel more at ease. I told him it wasn't a big deal with me because I'm, not... Let's just say it ain't my first time at the surgery rodeo. And so anyway, then they take you on in to the operating room and they get you all settled in there. More eye drops. They hook you up to heart monitor and a oxygen level monitor on your finger, and they hook you up to a couple other monitors, blood pressure monitor, several things like that. all the while they're also giving you more eye drops, putting a cover over you. They cover up your face except for that one eye they're going to work on, and they give you the sedative in your IV a little bit to start. Then they put another little cover over your eye that's being worked on, and this cover has a zipper in it. And so they get you all situated there, and then surgeon comes in, and he unzips the cover over the eye he's going to work on, and then you look up, and they give you more eye drops, and you're drowning in eye drops. Then the surgeon he has you look up at this real bright light, and then he goes to work. And you don't feel anything. There was a couple of times where I felt a slight painful pressure, but that was it, and it was no big deal. Otherwise, you don't really feel anything. And mostly all you see is just blurry movement and real bright light. And the light moves around and changes colors, and it's kind of like looking through a kaleidoscope. And the surgery itself takes all of about 10 minutes. And then once he's done, then they pull the cover off of you, and the straps and all that stuff. We get back into the recovery room, and then they go about talking to you and ask you a few questions, and put in another couple of eye drops, and take the IV out, and have you sign a couple more forms. They brought my wife in, let her know what was going on, gave us all the instructions for the 3 different eye drops that I have to use every day for now until probably a month. And set up the appointment for tomorrow for the pre-op check, and this type of thing, just all the usual tidying up things and getting you ready to go. They sent me home wearing this fashionable little accessory. But they told me as soon as I got home I could take it off. But I'm supposed to put it back on and wear it at night when I go to bed. So that's about it. The hardest part of the whole thing was probably the fact that I didn't have anything to eat or drink, especially to drink, since midnight the night before. So by the time everything was over with, I was pretty dry-mouthed and thirsty. Luckily, however, they understand that, and they'll bring you some water, some Tylenol, and they bring you a little can of ginger ale. So that took care of that. And on the way home, we stopped off at IHOP and had something to eat. And then they told you to come straight back home. They said, for the next week, your only job is to sit around, take it easy, read, watch TV. Not supposed to do any work. Not supposed to do any kind of exercise. Running, bouncing your head. Not supposed to do anything where you might get dust in your eyes or anything of that sort. A bunch of things you're not supposed to do. And which is fortunate, because my main job right now, is sitting around reading and watching TV. Anyway, so that's about all I have to report on the cataract surgery for now. It's more of a hassle getting ready for it and and doing what you got to do afterwards than it is the surgery itself. The surgery itself is no big deal. I can't really report on how much my eyesight has improved yet, because it's still blurry, watery, and it, you know, it's going to be adjusting itself while it heals for a while yet. So after the post-op exam tomorrow, I'll report back on what the doctor says, and then in a couple of weeks I'll report back on you know, what it looks like my vision is finally going to be. So until then, I thank you for watching, and until the next update, this is Spec Ops 56 saying over and out.
Piano, right?
Ah, you have a good eye, my man. That's the best in the city of Chicago.
How much?